Fine. Either one works. I think both going is good too. Get a group going who likes good games, you know?
Yeah, I mean, no one has ever used my Discord. It doesn't look nice like yours does. So, yeah.
That's fine. I'm actually streaming right now, so we can just leave both going. You get more people that way. I find it a good way to support, you know? We can support each other and get it going, so...
Of course.
Random evening stream, I don't usually get a chance to do it in evenings.
Let me just say, what is your Discord channel? Did you invite me? Was I ever on it?
It's on my channel on Twitch. There's an invite.
Okay, let me...
I can grab
1
it
second.
as well.
Okay, yeah. Is my stream still working?
It should be.
Can I have... I don't know. Everything is so new. 23.
Let me check here and I'll tell you.
It looks bad. Black at the moment. DMix. Okay, I have your stream and I have your Discord.
You found it?
It's not a link. Bad. I have to copy and paste.
Aw, I pasted it as a link and they showed it as a link. That's terrible. Sorry. Here, there's an easy way to fix that.
Oh, I did it now.
Oh, okay.
And...
I was gonna say I can just paste it in Discord for you as well.
Yeah, how I do that? One second.
There you go. There's a link.
Sorting out all the new stuff. It's like Christmas, you know?
Oh yeah.
Getting all the excitement. Butterflies in my stomach.
So, I haven't been streaming that long, but I think it's fun. It's good to do. So yeah. I've mentioned you a few times on stream because you gave us tips. So there's a person asking, I was like, I wish he was on. He has more details on the game than I do. And yeah, the bridge I see is mine, not yours. So all of your stuff is only seen by you. All of the nifty, awesome custom stuff. If you look at my stream, you'll see that on your bridge, there is nothing. Even though I can see that I'm in game with you. It's disappointing.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, well, it only shows those little special custom things for you alone, which is disappointing, but I mean, I guess that's what we deal with, right?
Yeah. The flickers in the outburst was fine. Okay, it's the flickering is as soon as I change Windows and have a look at Discord and all that. I hope it is fixed now. It's probably my graphic card. I mean, I bought the PC 5 years ago. Yeah, videos on now. Yeah. Okay. Then we do some intel missions. Oh! You need. Do you have a mem virus? If not, I can give you one.
I need to just grab it out of the storage. Or no, I still have it on my guy. Because I was using it earlier today. I thought I had it on him still, but I'm not seeing it. Give me a moment.
If not, I can send you one.
I had 4 or 5. Okay, I put him back in storage.
Have you seen my storage? I
have not. What do you have for storage?
Yeah, just to make you envious of all my farming skill.
Alright, wow.
All the psalm codes.
That's crazy. Well done.
Yeah, I just have 100 mem virus, in case I need them one day.
Just in case. You never know.
Yeah,
A level
you never
100
know.
you can get more XP, right?
No, you don't. Where is it? So, mission. Now we're looking for XP. There's a purge.
Actually,
Yeah, we
did a
have to
few
do it.
earlier. I don't know if you're on and saw, but when I was streaming earlier, I did a few intel missions and hadn't gotten used to them yet. And of course, my equipment's not that grand. I mean, here, if you're looking at my stream, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'd have no red gear. It's all orange.
Yeah.
It's disappointing.
You will get it. You will get
Oh,
it.
I know. It's coming, but it's just, it takes time. Papa Nurgle wasn't nice to me. I was really hoping that he would give me a architect grav gun earlier. I went and farmed him a little bit, and he denied me. We even prayed to the Emperor and asked him to grant it to us, and he didn't,
Bad Nurgle thing. But most of the items I actually have, I crafted them. And what they changed, I don't know why, I haven't seen it in any patch note. Before, if you have an item, a red one for example, of course you couldn't change the main bonus. But you have 3 to 5 bonuses of the normal bonuses. And if you reroll everything, reroll all, you had a chance that you get more stats. So you could have,
But you
if
don't
find
now.
a good item with good main bonus, you could reroll as often as you like and maybe get 5 of the lower ones. And they removed that, and that is really pissing me. Because now when I see a good item and it just has 3 or 4
it's like
stats,
trash. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's disappointing. But yeah, I started doing your grav gun build. Not as good as yours, mind you, but it's, it's what I could do for now.
It gets the job done. And if you farm a lot and play a lot of missions, I played until level 80. I used the Thunder Hammer because
Really?
I love the dynamics and I like to smash things. But with the grav gun, I can kill so much more enemies, and I don't have to move all around. If you have ranged enemies and all that.
My only problem is I keep overheating because the gun doesn't do quite enough.
Well, mine is rarely overheating. Maybe you should change the perk.
Yeah, I put the -1 heat perk on.
No, that's crap. That doesn't work. Somehow.
No? It seems to reduce my heat better when I'm using it.
What I tried and works best for me is the one that gives you 100% more heat.
Oh, I only have the 50 heat bonus.
Oh yeah, 50. Maybe it's 50.
Okay.
But it takes much longer for me now to have it at maximum. And if you put then some skills into heat, you get a cooldown reduction also.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, so I need to put some in heat for that.
Just toggle it around. I can't tell you what is actually the best, just from my experience. I was better off with the longer bar by 50%.
That flame road's wrecking me.
I mean, I don't want to kill Eldar. Not that bad.
What? Yes.
Like I want to kill other things.
Kill
But,
Eldar.
I mean,
Filthy Xenos. Are you a heretic?
Come on.
The Emperor would be disgraced with you.
No. There is this storyline in a series of books where they try to get a deal with the Dark Eldar, that they repair the Golden Throne.
Yeah.
But of course it fell apart. But,
Yeah.
And heretics.
And then the Eldari helped. Yeah.
I don't think they helped. They didn't repair the Golden Throne. No.
Well, they didn't fully repair it, but I thought they helped some.
I must admit that my knowledge is redacted.
That was one that I got from the YouTube channel you were talking about, the 40k theories
Okay.
and stuff. They're talking, or no, it was Wolf Master Row or something like that. He was talking about. He talks about all the Black Library books.
Yeah. Okay. I have to check on that. I really hope. I mean, it seems like after a stalemate of feeling like 20 years, that something is coming on in 40k.
Actually,
And
if you look at 9th Ed and actually the end of 8th Ed here, the Psychic Awakening.
Yes.
The Emperor is active in the warp, so he actually may be essentially a 5th Chaos God, or technically a 6th Chaos God. Though that's kind of heresy to say, but he kind of would be. And that would explain why beings like Sanguinus are actually being seen, are because he is essentially greater demons of the Emperor, warp entities.
Yes. Legion of the Damned and Celestine and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder.
We'll have to see. But I mean, the expectations are so big, you know, that something so epic must happen. We'll need to see. Okay. Okay, he left. That's fine. No problem. I hope I helped you. And now it's just us.
Yeah, that's alright.
No one is coming. So if someone in your chat wants to join us or my channel,
currently
they're free to. They're welcome.
I don't have anyone in chat, and you have a few people in chat. In fact, a number of them that I usually see in my chat are in your chat right now.
I'm seeing 3. I don't know.
You have 3 viewers.
Okay.
Users in chat is different than the viewers.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that? Why? How can that happen?
I'm not sure how Twitch does that, but if you actually click on your users in chat, you will see a different list than what you actually see for viewers.
Okay, yeah.
Quantity-wise.
Okay. Magic, new things to learn.
Like,
ooh,
there you go. You got another follower.
Problem.
Greens to the Beast is there.
Thank you very much for the follow. Little by little.
Indeed. I need to actually enable my follower list like that.
I mean,
I haven't.
I didn't know that you actually, if you have a Prime, Amazon Prime subscription, that if you can follow one person per month.
You can follow anyone
for 1 month
for free. You can subscribe to one person.
Yeah, subscribe. Exactly, subscribe. And they will get money out of it. It's hilarious.
It's awesome.
I
currently with the
list of all the friends I have who have Amazon Prime. For sure. And then money coming in.
That would be nice. Yeah, no.
And
right now, part of why I'm pushing.
Get a cam, and I will sit here in a bikini and paint my body.
No.
Just chatting. Yeah, just chatting. And making noises, and you know, I will have tons of followers just wanting to see me. This is what will happen. Just chatting. Hilarious. I mean, there are 3,000 people watching every day. The same girl painting her, you cannot see her. Well, you see her boobs, but her nipples are covered.
That's just.
And
yeah.
No. Okay. I can cover my nipples. I will even shave my breast hair. Believe me.
Negative singularity.
There's a lot of disturbing things on Twitch. I prefer stick with the good content, like Warhammer.
Well, there are times when you want to see a girl favored by the Emperor, and
that'd be Celestine.
Her genetic traits, you know, paint herself.
Well, then again, maybe it's the Alpha Pariah.
Maybe.
So I finally got enough to get one of the DLCs for Fate. Which one do you recommend
Yes.
getting first of the ones that you can use Fate to acquire?
Between you and me, all the DLCs are crap. That is my
They are?
my general thing. It is.
What?
The DLCs
No!
are...
I went down. Ah.
Oh.
I hit.
Let me first kill that one.
I hit it right next to you. I hit it, but it didn't take it in time. I've seen that a few times where I hit the inoculator and it just lags.
We got a little bit lost on the map. Let me have a look. Yeah, let's first do that one.
Yeah, we have 2 left.
The DLCs are a short storyline, and in that storyline you have to, like 5 missions, 3 to 5, usually 5, I think, and then you get some kind of cosmetic reward. And then there are those DLCs that will give you a mission you can always play again and again. You know, a certain map that you have to clear in a certain amount of time, and it will give you some bonuses on that. I really don't know which one to recommend.
No, that's fine.
I must say that.
I was just curious because I thought you'd probably played them all, given your talk.
I have, and I was always disappointed.
Okay. I figured it might be worth picking one up for free to have more content to do things, but
of course.
I don't know.
I mean, the story is always okay, and it's interesting, and but very quickly done.
Okay.
We don't do him yet. We first check the map. There should be one more boss, I think. Have you completed the skull event?
No. I keep forgetting to move the, what do you call it, to the different character. Because I was trying a few different.
Yeah.
And I kept forgetting to move it. So I'm at like 19.
Okay, what is your purpose tonight? Because you just have 24 hours left to do it.
I'm just going to chill and have fun tonight. This is more of just a fun, relaxed chat with a fellow streamer. And
yeah, because then we could just run Warzone. And just run through them and kill the bosses, you know? We shouldn't get killed, and you should be able to farm the skull.
I'm good with either way. I don't think I'm going to get enough in time. I have, what, an hour left? So, I'm like, you know...
An hour?
Yeah.
You only be online for an hour?
Yeah, that's all I have tonight, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that's what happens when you have family, man.
I know. I collect my son at 11:30. That is in 8 hours. Yeah, but you know, I had a work accident 5 years ago, so I'm out of work.
Yeah,
the insurance companies and all that said, no, you don't need to work anymore, and it's fine.
Hey, that's better than my position.
Pardon?
So that's better than my position. I lost my job, and with the current economic status, there's, you know, SOL.
No, I must say I was very well insured, and all that. So financially, I'm stable, but well, there are health issues that really.
Oh yeah, no. When you have accidents like that, they are terrible. So I am very sorry that you had that, but I'm glad at least you had the provisions.
You plan things in life, and then it happens differently.
Yep.
So no, but I don't sleep longer than 4 hours at time, and so every day is a new day for me. Looking how it goes. Sometimes the headache is bad. You know, sometimes I'm just feeling like Bambi when she gets born. You know, like oh my god, I can't move, and horrible things.
I'm sorry.
That's the way it is.
I'm glad you at least don't have to worry about the finances on top of that.
I'm so happy. You know, I had a good job. I was first a project manager for Lidl. I don't know if you know that company. It's German
No, I don't.
retail thingy like Walmart. You know, one of the richest German guys owns Lidl, and it's a supermarket chain all over Europe. I worked for them, and then I moved to another company specialized for on energy, on tax savings and all the programs related to that. And I earned a lot of money, and a friend of mine said, "Oh my God, you have to put it in insurance. You never know what happens." And yeah, I had one of those insurances that if I, for what reason ever, cannot work again, they pay me until I'm 60 years old. And yeah, that really saved my ass.
Well, I'm glad that at least worked out. That's good.
Yeah. And they paid fast. I heard so many horrible things, you know, about those insurances, like, oh no, they don't pay you, and they wait until you're dead, and you have to go to court with them. But actually, it was just a casual talk. You know, the first 20 minutes, they were very, well, not rough on me, but hard. You know, like no emotion and all that. And after 20 minutes, he said, "Okay, relax, everything is fine. You get your money, and we will talk again in 2 or 3 years, and look how it's going." And that was that. You know, and every few years they call me and say, "How is it?" And well, it's bad. It's the same. Nothing changed. And they say, "Okay, no problem. Hear you again in 2 or 3 years."
Yeah, hopefully it will heal, but at the same time, if it doesn't, at least you're not in a terrible place for it.
Thing is, it's I took some brain damage. I had
oof. Yeah, that doesn't.
I had well, my English sometimes lacks the precision. But you must imagine I had a bubble of blood the size of a chicken egg in my head.
Whoa!
Which pressed my brain to one side, and they had to open the skull at 3 points to release the blood. And now I have like 3 titanium plates in my head. Oh, I took the teleporter, which I always say, like, don't take the teleporter, we miss the enemies. Yeah. So 3 titanium plates and 6 nails in my skull. And you know, I had like 3 years of physical therapy and all.
Target neutralized. There is no escape from the rock.
One of my doctors said, you know, even if you just have one leg, you have to start walk again, and make your way. And yeah, so
yeah,
I arranged myself with this current situation, and it's okay, you know.
Gotta make the most of life, right?
Exactly.
You got one to live. Do what you can with it.
Yeah, I mean, and I have a son. I mean, there were really dark times. I have to say that, but you know, if you have someone who is depending on you, and I'm not talking about financial dependence, you know, I think the father has to do a job, you know, to raise a child and give him certain values and what I experienced from life. Yeah, just put it into the next generation.
That's the thing. I mean, at least when you have someone else that depends on you, it helps you sometimes get over the hump and keep going. Because it's like, well, it doesn't matter how I feel. I kind of have to do it anyways.
Yeah, because sometimes, I mean, it happened to me. I started to focus sometimes just on me. And I don't want to say that I was self-pitying myself, you know, but you don't have the perspective sometimes to look at the big picture.
Oh yeah,
it's not just you. So yeah, I'm good.
Enemy combat efficiency at critical level.
And no, we'll just kill him till we get warped out. There's a chest over on this side, if you want it.
Yeah.
End of log.
Of course I want it.
I only mention it because we have limited time to get it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Having everything... nope, there are enemies. There are enemies left. We still have some seconds.
Yep, no, absolutely. Press on and get them. But it's you know, we can't be an embarrassment to the Emperor and not get the loot. He would be so disappointed in us if we failed to get the loot. How else can he keep his throne gilded like that?
Yeah. That'd be a nice touch, you know? Collecting psychers for the black ships, sending for the Emperor. You know, yeah, I mean... nice.
What is your job? I sentence psychers to the Emperor.
He liked my psyker more than he did yours, just that you know.
You're terrible.
Why? It's just the truth. He told me I'm his favorite in a dream, and he cannot prove me wrong.
But I can call you a heretic.
I mean, this is what Inquisitors do all the time to everyone. Oh, that's a damage reflect mission. No, 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 no.
That's why I can call you a heretic. It's what Inquisitors do.
Takes a heretic to see a heretic, right?
There you go. Well, I personally seriously think that the Caligari Conclave needs to all be purged.
Yes.
There's too much heresy involved there. Too much heresy involved there.
A fresh restart. Totally.
Oh no, don't dig into this secret thing that looks to be against the Emperor. Leave it alone. No.
Come on. The thing with the Stormwatchers, you know, like, I'm Inquisitor, just tell me. I mean, if you can't tell me, who could you tell?
I serve the Emperor alone. I love that line that they have him say.
Sensory stimuli link has been established. Subject in
Remember, I answered to... Oh, like he tells the chapter master of the Stormwatchers. Remember, I have no master but the Emperor and his will. It's like, yes, yes.
Inquisitorial assistance.
The Emperor alone can command me. All others must request. I mean, you gotta think about it. A human having the gall to stand up to a chapter master of the Astartes. That's not a small task. That has to be intimidating, you know, to most. Hence, you're an Inquisitor, though. Show respect to me. And then questioning his loyalty to the Emperor so many times, that was great.
I mean, if there were Dark Angels, you would be probably dead.
Well, you know, there's that.
But there are things that are so baffling and confusing for me. I just don't understand. I don't understand the whole thing with the Dark Angel. Okay.
What about him?
The thing is, they came back, you know, at the time of the heresy, and his father on the planet, Luther was his name.
Yeah.
You know, he got corrupted. Okay. And they had to destroy the planet. Okay. Luther survived in the battle with the lion, and the lion is in the rock and is waiting his time, or in a stasis chamber, whatever.
Like,
yeah. Why do they keep that secret?
No, I don't know. Why do you keep it a secret that he's there? Yeah, no, I don't know.
It's okay. It happened in almost every chapter you had.
Have you looked at Gulliman? You realized he was in a situation like that, right? Oh wait, no, he's back now because the Eldari, or Dark Eldari, I can't remember. I think it was the Eldari.
No, the Eldari.
helped.
The Harlequins, actually, I think they were involved.
Yeah. It was the Harlequins and the Black Library and stuff.
Yeah. And the thing is just, because so many good people died already, just because they tried to hide the secret.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the fault of the lion. Oh, there's that. No, don't go here. First, let us do the boss.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that's part of why I'm glad they're following me, because I can,
Yeah.
be like, do. I just hang back and they don't die, because they die way too squishy.
I mean, it's not our place to question the Emperor in general, but sometimes I just wonder how he treated his sons, the Primarch.
He didn't treat his sons. He treated his property like property.
Exactly. And
in the new books, there's a really good line from when Guilliman returns that he feels that way to his father. It's like, "Oh, Daddy!" And he's like, "Do my bidding, serf." And he talks about how he hated the feeling, but then he does the exact same thing with the Primaris. That he treats the Primaris like they're nothing. And it's like,
okay,
dude, you're more like your father than you want to admit. But Guilliman, at the same time, isn't like the Emperor's favorite, and the Emperor may have lost touch with his human side since he's been becoming a warp entity.
Operation complete. Subject retrieved in adequate condition.
So,
a most unlikely achievement.
The fact that he's active in the warp like that makes a lot of questions.
Totally. I mean, the whole thing that the Emperor had in the Dark Age of Technology, a secret deal with the Chaos Gods, is also awkward, to say at least.
I don't remember that in much detail.
In the Dark Age of Technology, he moved to some planet. Please forgive me if I don't know the name.
That's alright.
And he went through a chaos portal that was on the planet. And he did deeds. It's not detailed what he actually did. He came back like a second later, but probably like 100 years passed for him in the warp. And when he came back, he was much stronger. Mentally, psycho-wise, and he gained the knowledge of the Primarch project. So the knowledge he needed to create Primarchs was given him by the Chaos Gods.
Okay. Which would
then
explain.
He returned to Terra, and then he started his project. So it's not his own knowledge.
Right. Which he's immeasurably old as well, and it took what? I think it was 20 people sacrificed themselves just so he could exist, or more.
20?
No, it was at least
hundreds.
Well, no. For his original creation.
Yes, exactly, hundreds.
The original shamans, they're the last of the shamans.
Yeah, the thing was that the warp entities got stronger, and the shamans were all kind of immortal. And their souls went to the warp and were reborn.
Right.
But because of the strengthening of the that's another thing I cannot do. Because of the strengthening of the warp entities, more and more souls of the shamans got lost over time.
Right.
And because of that, they agreed to do all ritual suicide to reunite all their souls into one.
Right.
And I think that were like hundreds of
the account
shamans. I mean, I could be wrong.
Sounded like handfuls because they were the last remaining few, not hundreds. If it was hundreds, it makes a lot more sense because, I mean, you got to think about the fact that it's the psychic abilities and potential of that many in one vessel.
Exactly. Lexicanum 40k. Oh, the German. I don't want to see the German page. 1 second. I need to check that on the Lexicanum out of curiosity. The Emperor. That no one knows his name is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Conclave.
Well, that's not true. Malachor does. Malachor, did. Malachor the Sigillate.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Emperor saves him in the warp, though.
Slay the treacherous Xenos. Banish the fork-tongued demon spawn.
I don't think that anything is left from him for save.
I don't know.
I mean,
I believe he was a perpetual, though, wasn't he?
I think so. He was, but he sacrificed himself on the golden. When the Emperor went to the
when he went to deal with Horus.
Exactly, and he just fell into ashes, just dust.
But that doesn't mean his soul, his warp entity, is...
Yeah, but if you assume the Golden Throne consumes your soul, like it does with the hundreds of cycles that it needs every day.
But I always thought
thought
that was actually the Emperor that wound up consuming them, not actually the Golden Throne. And if that's the case, the Emperor could potentially separate that back out. I don't know. It's all theories until GW decides to give us an answer.
What I mean, I have what I thought until now was clear. Let me say it that way. Is that there are certain issues why the Emperor needs to stay on the throne. One side is to keep him alive. Then to keep the warp rift that Magnus the Red
accidentally opened. Yep.
Exactly. The Webway project to keep that closed. And furthermore, the third thing is that the what is it called again? You know, the lightning thing. To navigate the
warp beacon, the light of the Emperor.
Yeah, exactly. To keep that alive. And I think the Emperor needs to consume the energy of the souls to channel them to do the tasks. While most souls probably go to the beacon, to the warp beacon, the Emperor still needs his power to keep the rift closed. So there must be a consumption of souls somewhere, somehow.
I almost wonder if it's more like the Eldari, depending on if you want to use the old name or the rename, method of the circuits of their world, their craft worlds. If the Emperor is essentially embodying those souls instead into himself because he's weakened, but as time goes on, he has more and more souls, which means he's stronger and stronger, like the Chaos Gods, but also with the worship he's getting.
The souls get totally consumed.
Okay.
There's nothing left of them. They don't even go to the war because they are just totally used up. There's nothing.
Because it didn't sound like it was possible that they are destroyed. But I don't know all. Well, just the way they made it sound is like that none are ever permanently destroyed like that. Like they have to go somewhere. It's kind of like the conservation of energy.
A fine sacrifice for the
energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form.
But the Emperor, for example, destroyed the soul of Horus.
That's true.
He has his fire, which can destroy demons permanently.
Which that's a little different, but yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. I think so, from what the way they've made it sound.
Yeah, but when it comes to conversion of energy,
that's true.
We don't know.
I would say that different. Like the
I
Alpha
mean, of
Pariah.
course I know,
like
but
the
I
Alpha
can't tell you
Pariah.
because you don't have the clearance.
Oh,
but,
yeah, of course. The Alpha Pariah, for example, when she destroys the Greater Demon, right? Utterly annihilates him. I don't necessarily know that is... It's that power from the Chaos God is stripped. I wonder if it returns to the Immaterium as pure raw Immaterium instead of tainted by a Chaos. So I almost wonder if it's more like recycling than actual destruction of.
You know, I have the same thought. Exactly. Like, do you know Warhammer Fantasy a little bit?
I do.
And I don't know if it's canon, you know, but when I played it, it was like the magic energy flows into the world and gets split up into the colors of magic.
Yeah.
And I always thought like the emotions and everything that steers the warp mixes the warp energy and gives it form. And when you somehow can, you said it as recycling. I don't have a special name for that, but you know that you take the form out of it. You still have the raw energy, but the form, the thing is dissipated somehow.
Right.
Yeah. I think we at least have the same thought direction in that. Until Games Workshop will tell us that we're all wrong.
Exactly. And we can tell our whole I have a couple people watching, and you have a few. We can tell them that we're doing our 40k theories, right?
Yeah, something like that. Casual play.
Exactly.
And talking dumb about Warhammer 40k until the. Yeah, it is so. The Inquisitors will knock on our doors. I know it. You know it. It will happen, and it won't be pleasant.
Well, they can't knock on our doors yet, because the Emperor wasn't created yet.
No, they will knock. They are very, very well educated people.
Well, they also wouldn't knock. Inquisitors don't knock. Or have you missed the whole point of this game? When have we knocked?
Yeah.
I don't think we've knocked at all. We've blown doors down. We've kicked doors in. We've demanded entrance. But I don't think...
No, I have a totally different approach on that. It is, as an Inquisitor, I don't see doors. They're just not existent.
You don't see doors, you see barricades.
I see just a
doorways.
path, and I walk it. And if something is in between, it's me or it, and I have the power of the Emperor.
Exactly.
Very simple.
Several warp rifts are active in the area.
One of the funny things is one of the primarchs of the good ones, was it Corvus Korak? He turned also into a warp entity.
Yeah. They're not sure about Korax. Korax is a fishy, unknown entity.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't know it yet. But have you seen the series Lost?
No.
Do you know the guys stranded on the Isle?
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. There's this one entity, a column of black smoke, and I now believe that it's a crossover from Warhammer 40k. It must be.
Nice.
Corvus Corax, it must be.
Well, I want to know the truth behind Call's Primaris, because apparently he may have discarded with what Guilliman said and used the Fallen Legion gene seed
as well, yes,
to create Primaris. I want to know the truth on that one. Because if you think about it, a lot of the ones that fell to Chaos weren't necessarily likely to, like the Thousand Suns. They did because of Horus, actually, because he convinced the Space Wolves to kill him.
Yeah.
They were trying to oppose Horus and not join Chaos.
Yeah, Magnus the Red, actually, he tried to help. It's
and Magnus the Red is like the only other one who could have sat on the Golden Throne. So imagine if the message had been received by the Emperor, and instead of sending him to kill, which I know he didn't, that was Horus that intercepted.
Exactly.
If he made it clear, this is your orders, listen to no one, secretly bring him to me, then he could have had him take over on the Golden Throne, and Malkador the Sigillite could have gone with the Emperor to fight Horus. And then their combined might against him on the bridge could have made things very different.
Do you think that he is the Sigillite, that he's actually a fighter?
No. He would have warp ability to boost the Emperor, basically give protection to the Emperor, so that when Horus tried to slash him, it was less effective because there was a barrier protecting the Emperor.
Okay.
So it wouldn't necessarily be a fighter, but a aid. Then again, that would prevent Malkador from dying, in which case he could still help.
I wouldn't go that direction, I must say, but the Emperor would have known much earlier what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Could rally all the other troops much easier.
And then at the same time, if he had known earlier like that, would the Iron Legion have fallen? The Iron Warriors. Because the Iron Warriors fell because they killed their homeworld, because they were just tired and worn out, and that was actually another scheme of Horus, is to wear them out and give them no hope.
Yes.
If that hadn't been done, he was still loyal.
Yeah, but then it comes back to the thing that the Emperor is not I mean...
He's still flawed, he doesn't know everything.
Are you still there? Or
yeah.
Okay, I just heard this strange noise, I wasn't sure if it's...
You get a little glitch on your side as well. I said that the Emperor doesn't know everything.
Yes.
So he still has limited knowledge.
And while I can understand, for example, when he saved Motarion, who would probably have died on the planet, he was fighting his stepfather on the planet. You know the story about Motarion, right?
Yeah.
So that he got saved, and the same thing happened again with Angron.
We were on the verge of a cataclysm, but
who would have probably died on the planet, and the Emperor just interfered and saved him.
Yeah.
But that he didn't do anything about the nails in his brain.
Right.
That's... I just can't understand it. And if you would have just talked to the guys regularly, I mean, really, just like, okay...
If you sat down and talked with your children, they may have turned out better.
So much things wouldn't happen at all. But that's the way it is.
If you think about it, it all started with Logar, when he chastised him for treating him like a god. And it's like, but you're acting like one.
Yeah.
Maybe talk with him nicely instead of abusing him and making him seek approval elsewhere. I mean, you think about it from your perspective as a parent. If you chastise your child and don't give them any direction or anything, they're going to look for a father figure somewhere. Well,
and not tell them I don't understand why he didn't tell them the truth, or at least a fair amount of truth about the warp.
Oh, he should have told them about that. Yeah, he should have came clean on it.
Exactly.
Because then Logar would have been like, "Oh, he knows about them and they're deceitful. Oh, maybe I shouldn't." Opposed to, "Oh, there's another being as powerful as this dad guy who's not going to be my dad. Okay, well, let's go talk to them."
Yeah, I mean, if he would Magnus the Red, because he's a powerful psyker, and Horus, as he's the War Master, he should have told them about
he
the
should have told
project.
Portarabo too, because Portarabo saw the Eye of Terra, had to live staring at that. That's got to mess you up. So, I mean, he should have told him the truth.
Yeah. That's the way it is. I'm so curious if we will ever know what happened to the 2 legions that are
There's theories.
written off in history.
Yeah. One theory is that they did that on purpose, so that there's room for people to make a custom legion. I could see GW doing that, because that would allow them to, you know, make money, basically. Which they are a company; they want to make money.
Yeah, but I mean, you have your abilities to make your own space marine ship, and I don't know. But when it comes then back to the Primaris, what is his name again? The tech priest who did the
Call. Belisarius Call.
Yeah. That he used also the gene seed of the 2 lost legions.
That's true. There is theory that one of them was a girl, and so that was cast out. And there's another theory that I heard that
we could have been friends, but now you start with your social justice things.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. This is theories that I have heard.
First I heard it.
I saw someone on, I think it was actually the 40k theories that mentioned it. That they mentioned that there's a theory that they heard that was the case. I think it'd be, interesting, because if they could actually have both genders and actually have
shows terminal levels
offspring,
of infestation.
then you would
Immediate
totally
intervention
change the galaxy by having superhumans that are actually, able to replicate and not have to be so difficult to create. And that would really change the face of the galaxy. But another one I heard was that the one of them was actually executed, and that they made the assumption, the theory on that was from the words that the wolf said when he went to Magnus. He's like, "I get to be executioner again."
Exactly. Yeah.
Which makes it sound like he had been involved in a purge already.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that is canon. And that's pretty settled that he at least wiped out one of the legions.
So theories. We're not claiming to have any actual details on it, since we're not.
Yeah, but
GW
this is what I love so much about
fun theories.
The universe. There's always something.
Well, that's part of what, I told a friend of mine, if we're going to play a Diablo-style game, I like this better. Simply because you still have the world, you still have the story. And so, even the banter, a good example is Vermintide. How much good banter was there in Left 4 Dead? A little bit. Well, what about in Vermintide?
Yeah.
Oh, there's banter all the time. It's great! Because they have the world lore behind it. And that's the thing, it's hard to just generate world lore spontaneous for a game. When you've built it up and you build a game off of that, it's a lot easier. And so I think it's really good that they have a very filled out lore and world, because you can have fun banter and fun, lines of dialogue.
Exactly. And people love to see details.
Yes.
I mean, even Diablo, when it created its own lore and based the games up on it, there's something because you played the first game and you were there practically, and it just adds so much to a game. And Warhammer 40k is endless.
Yeah. And it's much more lore than Diablo, and that's part of why when a friend of mine was talking about playing Diablo or this, is kind of what I said I'd prefer. I mean, it's the same style of gameplay, essentially. It's the same game. You third person run around, do stuff.
It's not. The really thing is that it's not that refined. Yeah. I really hope there's this new update coming this summer.
They definitely can improve it. Definitely could improve it.
Teleport beacon in range.
But the
Nerval
flavor
waste
of the
contamination
characters is something
neutralized.
that you can't really add in later. It has to start there.
Yes,
And they started with it.
agreed.
So that's what I was
Agreed.
saying is good about a game like this over Diablo, is that you have the lore, you have the character and the flavor, so that you can progress with it a lot more.
Yes. Will you get the Necromunda game?
I don't know. Currently, with where finances are at, I can't consider doing any of that until that changes. There's a few things in work that may make that change, hopefully, maybe, but then I won't have as much time to do this. But, you know, life, you know how that goes. Given our earlier talk, you know how that goes.
Miscalculated our response time, Inquisitor.
That's true.
Such mistakes deserve immediate retribution.
My family's well-being comes before a game.
No, of course.
But I mean, that's part of why I got into streaming, is I was like, well, if I can get it big enough where I can at least use it to fund my hobby of playing, you know, getting a game once in a while, upgrading a few parts of my computer, I would like that. I don't know that I'll, you know, get big enough to fully fund my livelihood on it, but it would be nice to make a little bit maybe and build some friendly community like you, and, you know, be able to maybe fund a little bit.
Look, I didn't know. Now I followed you. Let me have a look at all the other ones. Some of them are... Mousineer, he's also playing. Let me have a look. Okay. I'll ask him if he wants to join us.
I have probably two more rounds, and then I'll have to call it. But yeah, I definitely have enjoyed it. We could go farm Papa Nurgle.
You mean to farm him a little bit?
I said we could. Yes. I don't know if you were earlier on my stream, but I mentioned that, you know, Nurgle is rot, correct? And when you do compost, things are rotting and being turned back into, you know, good soil to be used to produce things. And so Papa Nurgle is the good place to go for farming.
Okay. Wait, I think I'm good at multitasking, but I'm not.
I was making a joke saying that the Greater Uncleaned One is fertile soil for farming.
Yes. In general, yeah. I see that. But probably just everything would rot too fast and grow too fast.
That's
but
possible.
if you have what is it called? A
Alpha
mushroom
Pariah.
farm. A mushroom farm. I think it could be good for a mushroom.
Can you imagine that? Orcs and Nurgle. That'd be terrible. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Near. There he is. I throw him a friend ad.
Yeah, you're the only one of mine who's on right now.
Yeah, he is. Where is he on mission? Let me have a look. Yeah. Yeah, he's slow.
But
Is this your last mission for sure, or?
Yeah, it sounds like this is the last one, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so be it.
I was checking timing things with family.
No, it's fine. Okay.
We do what we can do in life, right?
There's endless missions. Okay. It's a shit, but we'll have to do it now.
Okay.
No critical hits.
Oh. I don't heal then. That's not good.
Yeah, but you have the same setup as I have, don't you?
I have the inoculator. I need to switch, I think, my...
No, don't you have
perks,
the
suppression.
suppression thing on?
I do. So I don't take suppression, but I have to use the inoculator to heal, is what I was saying.
But don't you have? Don't you have the setup I spoke on earlier that you don't get damage at all?
No, because I don't have all the parts I need to do that.
Tell me which ones you need. I may have them.
Well, for one, I don't have the suppression branch unlocked, so I don't have any of those, and I don't have enough of the psalms to do any of the psalms, and I just have relic gear, no architect gear, so I don't have any sockets, except for on my armor, which has 3.
Yeah, but you can add the sockets manually.
That's true.
I can do it for you. That shouldn't be a problem. You don't need the suppression tree.
Okay. Yeah, I know it'll come down the road, and that's part of why I would save Papa Nurgle to farm.
Okay. They die so slowly.
Yeah. I also have been focusing my equipment on critical hits boosting because I like the health.
Yeah, me too.
I like the health. And per your recommendation, I'd been doing that, so it's like, oh, no, we're still getting critical hits, dude. At least I am. I'm getting crits. Are you not getting crits?
No.
Oh, I'm getting crits.
They're shown as crits, yes.
No, I'm healing.
Okay.
It's showing as crits, and I'm healing.
Okay, because if I would get crits, I would have my aura.
Okay. I'm not saying you're getting crits. I'm just saying I am.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, if you watch my stream, you can see I have a bunch of green dots flying off me right now. Green numbers, because I turned on the notification of that, and I can see that I am healing from the crit. So I don't know why, but I'm okay with that. I am really okay with healing.
Okay. Thing is, let me just rush that because the other guy wants to join.
Sure, and I'll go ahead and host your stream when I'm getting off, so you'll get a raid when I'm done.
Would you mind if we quit this mission because it will take ages to clean that all up?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm weak.
It is okay, man. There is a lot of them and a lot of chaos. That's actually one of the abilities I'd like to get on, is the boost damage versus chaos Marines.
Okay. No, if you go off, I
Yeah,
you know what? Okay, I misunderstood everything. It's fine. No, he said yes to something, but not yes to me because he's leaving stream as well. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah, it's all right.
The Emperor is yeah. Okay. Well then, see you around soon. Now that I can do streaming as well. I want to get the new monitor, the Samsung monitor. It's G9 something, and it's super curved. It's super large and super curved. And I
have that 1% life per crit. It's very nice.
Yeah, I have passives. Critical
person
hits,
in stream
right.
was mentioning the crit tree 1% passive. Yeah, I have that, and it's awesome. And actually, a really awesome ability on the gun that I have is 40% HP gain per crit hit on the gun. Okay. So I actually get 1% on top of an additional 40 HP per crit. So every time I get a crit, you'll see, what is it? I think it's like 49. you'll see 49 and 40 both fly off my character in green numbers, showing that I got both health for 1 crit hit.
Yeah.
So I'm basically getting like 2% per crit hit. So if you can get that on your gun, oof, it's nice.
Before they had psalms and all that, my build was based upon a 10% chance to deal double damage and get double heal of the damage
Nice.
you do, and that was really effective. But then I found out the psalm thing.
Oh yeah, the psalm thing is awesome. I need to get those psalms.
I have the psalms. We can just do it next time. Send you over the stuff you need.
Yeah. Oh, Skyhawk, that was because the mission had a turret disability that said we couldn't get crit hits. So I was worried that I wouldn't get healed, but we were actually able to for some reason.
Yeah, you were. I didn't get crits.
Yeah, you weren't getting crits, I was. It was great. I have a viewer who was mentioning why I was getting healed, and it's like, yeah, no, I know that. That's part of why I built it, but I was worried about the turret saying that we had no crit hits. But then I was getting them and you weren't, so it worked out. For me, anyways, you know.
Yeah. All the cables on your head.
Hey, cables are cool. The Omnissiah says so.
Of course. Of course.
I gotta show the tech priest, some way. I can't actually play him. I can, look halfway the part.
Yeah, but we have the same armor in general, I would
not
say,
a problem,
right?
Skyhawk. Yeah, we have the same.
Yeah. It's the best looking one.
Except for, a little bit of looks, and I think you may have painted yours, and you have the special event skull that I don't have.
Yeah, there are 3 different tiers how an armor can look. So I have tier, and you probably still have 1 or 2.
Oh, I have 1. I've literally not touched it. This was picked up and put on. Yeah, tier 1. Unpainted, unmodified. I have not bothered touching it at all yet.
Alright. Well then, I'm probably heading off as well.
Alright.
Was a great time with you, and I see you probably tomorrow or the days whenever you have time, after family is done.
Yeah, well, I try to get on if I can at night. I can't always. I've been trying to spend some time upgrading my overlays and stuff to try to make my streaming a little better quality. If you're on sometime, we'll have to try to get yours set up a little better as well. But
yeah,
perfect. Definitely worth doing. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I have some time set aside to do that. And yeah, have a great night, man. It was a blast.
Yeah, same to you. Good night.
All right.
And thank you very much.
Certainly. Take care, man. Enjoy.